Sir King. Welcome to Tofu Alley.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
No beef, just tofu.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Sir King.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king. I love me some Avatar Nation.
Damn! Oh, hell no.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
No beef, just tofu.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Happy what? Today actually feel like Thursday. It don't feel like no Friday, Saturday, or whatever it is. But anyway, all right. So let's get into it. What's up, Random Crafting Gamer? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? Thank you for being a tofuin as well. What's up, Cheryl the Spoiler Burnett? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. You said Super Bowl ready. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm not really interested. You know, Rihanna is the halftime show, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, what is the Philadelphia Eagles versus Kansas City Chiefs? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be entertaining nonetheless. I'm just interested to see who's going to join Rihanna in her halftime performance, or is she going to be truly a diva and not let anybody do it? You know. It'll be interesting to see if they let Jay-Z do a solo act. Not this year, but next year. You know, because it's interesting, like, the NFL is predominantly black, but they rarely had any black entertainers in the past. So it's interesting. It's definitely a cultural shift because hip-hop music is definitely dominating the scene. Sometimes they'll be coming out there with country stars and like, anyway. But it's just a reality of the situation. What's up, Team Beef Sector? Now there's a Team Beef Sector. Who's on your team, Team Beef Sector? What's up, Nessa? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Detach Myself? Thank you for detaching yourself from whatever you were doing to join us tonight, this morning. So thank you. Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna bring up the agenda. So here's the agenda. Feel free to thumbs up the live and subscribe if you have not done so already. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, so here is the agenda. Give me a brief second. I gotta plug in my device. My bad. Hold on one second, y'all. What clip is this? Anyway, hold on. I'm gonna show you when cruising goes wrong, and I'll be right back.
When gold digging goes wrong.
Okay, I see. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Man, I'm doing straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to probably go do something later on. What you doing right now?
Can you put me in your plans tonight?
Yeah, give me a number. Of course I
Okay,
can.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my
Okay.
number. Hit me up.
Okay, for sure.
Oh, okay. I'll see
Okay.
you later. Where you going? Where you going?
What you mean?
This ain't you?
No, I gotta catch the bus.
You gotta catch the bus.
Yeah, you know this was me?
Yeah.
No, this nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I said the same thing. I just walked up on this mom like, damn, this is nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but I gotta catch the bus.
I don't understand.
What? I thought we was no, Shirley, I gotta catch the bus. What's wrong with you? Why you think this is my shit?
Yeah, that's Miss Cruiser, y'all. She was out there thinking that she could pick up a younger man or something, and her cougar tendencies came out, and she got cougar. Did you think Miss Cruiser went and joined him on the bus? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. Somebody, what's your name? What's up, Sleepy Libra? Sleepy Libra says, "Hey, it's been a minute. Can't wait to hear your take on all this mess." Yes, I've been under the weather a little bit, and I was just like, I've been watching, but I just like, I didn't have the energy to do it live. Like I slept all damn day today. That's how my body was just healing. My body was like, you know what? We need rest. We don't need medicine. We need rest. And I took some medicine, of course, but the body was just telling me we need rest. So I had to listen to my body. Because you only get one. All right, so let's get into it real quick. The world is not much. I mean, there is a lot of stuff going on, but not much that really wants. Well, not much I really want to talk about. I'm just kind of really getting upset about this whole Ukraine Russia situation because I'm like, when I look at what we're going through in our own country with the homeless situation, the drug epidemic, and all that, I'm like, how can we afford to send billions of dollars and our equipment to the Ukraine to help fight them against Russia? Like, I just don't see. And I'm not being cold and callous. I'm all for helping them in the beginning, but damn, when it comes to home, it's like, we neglect the home to take care of other people. And I'm sure there's a lot of politics involved, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the opposite of the situation and say that, the Ukraine wouldn't even, I don't think would even be supportive to us if we were in the same situation. So that's my 2 cents about that. I'm not being cold and callous. I was for supporting them in the beginning, but this thing has almost been a whole damn year, maybe more. So I'm just looking at the opposite of the situation. That's all, and what we got going on over here. So that's what I got to say regarding that. What's up, Adi? What's your name? Adas. Audacity Shy. That is definitely a tongue twister. Audacity Shy. Oh Lord, you go about to have me sounding like Tracy. jail is jail. Anyway. All right, the NBA, sure, the spoiler on that. The NBA, I don't know what the hell going on. The NBA seems like if you're a big ass crybaby, you could get traded to any team you want to. Kyrie Irving is no longer part of the Brooklyn Nets. He is part of the Dallas Mavericks. And then I take a break from society. The next thing I know, when I come back to society, Kevin Durant is now a Phoenix Suns. I'm like, what the hell? So y'all just upended the Brooklyn Nets. I'm like, wow. So yeah, so that's very interesting. I guess who gonna win the East now? Because everybody that moved over to the West, it's a whole war going over in the West. The East is just chilling. I guess you got what? Boston, Philly, and Milwaukee. So it's definitely very interesting to see how the NBA has changed because the trade deadline was Thursday. So and then the Lakers traded Russell Westbrook to Minnesota. So I know they are happy they got rid of Russell Westbrook. I say Russell Westbrook is the greatest sorry player ever to be in the NBA. Because yeah, he'll put up a triple double, but what can he do for your team? Like he's never been part of a winner ever. So very interested on that. Okay, V and Philly T. I want to call out V and Philly T because they've been very supportive to me and I believe in the acknowledgement. So I do want to say thank y'all. Y'all know why. I don't have to go into the specifics of why, but I just want to say thank you. And we're gonna do so by, playing the thank you song by Philly T. So thank you all so much for your generosity because I appreciate it. All right, here we go, y'all.
I want to thank you, everybody, for sharing your life with me. You gave me so much, you made me happy. Your love's been amazing. I know I couldn't make it without you. Without your love. Thank you.
So yes, I do want to say thank you to V and Philly T for y'all support. Y'all know why I don't have to go into the specifics, so thank y'all so much. Viles Queen says, "Hey SK, I'm listening. How you doing, Viles Queen? Thank you for your support. It's good to see you again. Hope all is well your way." All right, we're gonna take a brief commercial break and we'll get into this mess. what I'm gonna speak about has been what's transpired over the past couple of days. I'm not gonna really talk about Dovey and all that because when I listen to Dovey, I can't really understand, and I don't think we even have a translator in the English language to really translate what she says. So I will not be speaking about her and what's been going on about her. We know that she always about some fugazi ass stuff, and it is what it is. All right, and with that being said, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a brief commercial break, and this commercial break is provided by Alexa. We'll be right back.
Stop yelling at me, you big ass hoe. Pay your damn bill, you big bitch. You unplug me and I will shut all your shit down, including your microwave, you big bitch, and leave Sir King the fuck alone on period.
Okay, yes, that was Brianna talking to Alexa because Alexa is really getting tired of Brianna always yelling at her on lives and stuff like that. So that's what Alexa had to say to Brianna. Mhm. All right, so here we go. So I don't know if y'all paid attention to the live that I guess it was on Sirius Beta's live, and then it was Susie was up there and Brianna was up there, right? And pretty much this conversation was going all right. It was very diplomatic, and then it made a complete 360 because Susie started going in on Brianna, and she was taking so low key jazz at Brianna, and she kept saying that Pettyville is TSCC, like right in Brianna's face. I was like, ooh, ooh. I was like, damn. But then she also kept saying she needs to keep, well, she was telling Brianna that Brianna needs to keep Pizarro in check, right? Because she said it's going to be some collateral damage if she don't. I was like, oh wow, damn. So that's why I said Brianna got to choose wisely. And then she was saying like, you doing all this for some troll, and it was just like it was just weird. It was weird. It was like Brianna, your loyalty. I mean, and VS was right. It's like you doing all this for a troll. You doing all this for somebody you don't even know what they look like. You doing all this for somebody you don't even know if they're really with you. Like it's got to be more to this situation than it really is. Like you've had to seen her. You had because let me just tell you something. You're gonna lose all this and then be humiliated and all this other stuff for somebody you don't know. So there's a lot of cupcaking going on between Pizarro and Brianna in the background, and more than like just like speaking on the phone. I'm sure she's seen her or whatever. Nonetheless, VS, took some shots at Brianna and let her know, like, look, there's gonna be some collateral damage if your girl don't stop coming for me, right? And what's kind of messed up about the whole situation is that Pizarro really didn't care about keeping that rapport or friendship that VS and Brianna have, right? Because I do feel like VS sees Brianna as her younger sister to an extent. To an extent. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting how this goes. But let me just tell you this. And Brianna, I hope you hear what I'm saying. The way you care for Pizarro, Pizarro don't give a fuck about you. For real, for real. And that was very apparent when she got up on that live because if y'all were there, Pizarro popped up on the live, right? Because she asked Pizarro to come up or whatever. Right? And Pizarro's behavior was not diplomatic at all, right? And VS saw that, okay, I see what you're doing because at the end of the live, Pizarro said, oh, before she got off, Pizarro said, bye, bestie. I was ooh, ooh. So pretty much she's like, I am Brianna's best friend, not you, VS, not you. So what you think you had with Brianna is no longer because her and I are closer. And then VS said, oh, okay, I got the answer I needed. So, Brianna, I hope you choose closely. I really, really do hope you choose closely. I mean, well, not closely. I hope you choose wisely in the situation because what you do not see and what I see that you do not see is that VS is ready to align with Kimmy, right? Because it seems like Kimmy is the only one that's really met you and knows you personally. And VS is ready to do and do what she needs to do to make it shake. She already warned you. Said she got an account at where you work at. Pizarro don't care for you. She already said that. She said she grown and you're not gonna tell me what to do. And she's a troll. And it does look kind of off kilter that you support someone who's a troll and not the person that is the actual person that you know that's been very beneficial to you and that you've known for longer. So it does look kind of weird in that way, in that regards. I don't know. So that's my 2 cents on that. Sleepy Libra says it was funny. She punked the ish out of her. She straight up let her know she come for me, I'm coming for you. Exactly right. And Brianna still didn't get it. And that's what I always said. And Susie said the same thing. She's like, "Come on now, come on now, come on now. You smart." And see, Brianna likes to play stupid when convenient, but she knows what's the hell's going on. And she's like, "How can I tell her to stop? That's your friend. You tell her to stop." And then I think she was using Sirius Bayless as like a scapegoat or something to get out of the situation because really Sirius Bayless don't really be doing like Sirius Bayless from what I see ain't really done nothing to Brianna more than any other person has done. If Sirius Bayless rocks hard for yes, you definitely gonna think that Sirius Bayless is gonna maybe say a couple of things that might be against Brianna. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was just kind of like Brianna trying to distort the optics of the situation and trying to take it off Pizarro. But all I'm gonna say is, Brianna, you better get your troll friend or whatever, or it's not gonna be too pretty. So let's be one. And then obviously, Pizarro don't care nothing about Brianna anyway. She says she a troll. How can you be a self-admitted troll? Like that's just weird to me. And that's your bestie. Like take off the trollish behavior. You weren't born a troll. Well, maybe you were. You probably look ugly as hell. But anyway, like take off the trollish behavior to be respectful to your friend and your friends, requests. But you weren't anyway. So I totally agree, Sleepy Libra. Let me see what else y'all saying. What's up, Spicy? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. Let me see, okay. All right. So, like I said, Pizarro don't really care for Brianna. She don't care if VS and Brianna falls out. She don't care if whatever happens happens. Because what she says, she's a troll. Not that she's Brianna's friend, but she's a troll. And what I told you, the difference between the avatar is avatars just come on here and decide that they don't want to, show their appearance, but we don't cause chaos and destruction intentionally. A troll lies, steals, deceives intentionally for the sake of causing chaos. That's the biggest difference between an avatar and a troll. And we know Pizarro loves to lie and cause chaos and stuff like that, and thinks it's funny. I'm just gonna tell you, watch that situation because that situation is not going to end pretty. Somebody gonna separate, and and you know who got collateral in that situation. So yeah, Pizarro, you need to pump the brakes, homegirl. You need to pump the brakes. That's all I'm gonna say. Valerie Queen says, "There's no loyalty on here. You're lucky if you find one person that's loyal." No, I totally agree. Totally agree. And let's just be honest. Pizarro used Brianna for her come up. So it's just interesting. I think Pizarro wants a VS's acknowledgement, right? And maybe support. I don't know, but it's just not looking right in that way, shape, or form. All right, next up, Rob Rag Jail. Listen, this is what I gotta say, y'all. We Rob Rag is a 14-year-old boy in a 45-year-old man's body. Okay. And how the hell he get his hair permed? Now, did he get his hair permed in jail so he could be Roberta, or did he get the hair perm the 5 hours he was out of jail? Because when he came on camera, I'm like, okay, how the hell did you get your hair permed? I didn't know there was perming combs and all that stuff in jail. You get what I'm saying? I just didn't understand that. What's up, Gemini 75? How you doing? You said Pizarro has been different since that night. Oh, really? Mm. I don't watch it, so I don't know. But I'm glad in a good way or the bad way. What's up, Tread Lightly? How you doing? So yeah, Rob, I don't. He like I said, he's a 14-year-old in a 45-year-old's man body. How the hell you get out of jail? You go live, and then you start threatening people. Not only was he threatening people, he was threatening people at the hotel. No, I can call it a hotel, a motel where he was at. And let me say this: I don't think Beefing 313 called the police on him that quickly. I mean, he said he was going to do it. I don't think he did it. I think what happened was the man that he was threatening, because he came out there and said, "I'll do this and I'll do that to you. You know, da 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 da. Da, I'll do this to you and all this other stuff." And I'm like, bro, you can't be threatening to kill people and stuff like that. So I think enough was enough. They called the police. They said he was making threats, and that's the way he got caught up online. And why? Let me just tell you this: why in the world are you outside and you got a motel room? Why can't you just stay your ass inside the room? On top of that, I also think maybe he wanted to be back in jail because he knew what he was doing could potentially get him caught back up with the law. So I just and then you on papers too, right? So any contact you have is going to get you not looking in the favorable light of the law. I just didn't understand. It was like as if he was intentionally doing things to get himself sent back. And to be honest, I have no sympathy because if you heard what he was saying, the beef in 313, it was like how the worst thing you could do to somebody is turn on somebody that helped you. And what he was doing was trying to dog out beef in 313 and make him look like the bad guy. But when in essence he used beef in 313 to help him get in contact with the people that he requested him to help him get in contact with, but didn't want to play him in his face. It was very interesting. So when Beef in 313, he said what he said to Beef in 313, I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna get what you want. And he definitely got what he wanted, which was to be back in jail. So I don't know. And like I said, he instead of Robert, his new name may be Roberta right now. Okay, because he may be giving it up to a whole lot of people with a perm like that. So anyway, thank you, Randall Craft the Gamer. Ralph the Cream of the Gamer says, hold on one second, y'all. I gotta go up. Did I? Hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. Random says, check your cash app. I haven't used this new account before. We want to make sure it is working right. All right, I'll check it. But thank you. We want to give you your acknowledgement because we appreciate that. Supporting the platform. Hold on one second. Thank you so much, Randall, for your support.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
So thank you so much, Random. I appreciate your support. Appreciate everybody's support. I do want to say we did recently reach 2K subscribers. Um, I didn't really want to attach that to this video, so I'm probably gonna do another video later. Just thanking everybody for their support. Because the attempts that were, done to me to take away my audience and so forth, strategic things that were done. So to be able to, reach 2K and not be part of no clique or no organization or sucking on nobody's tit or nothing like that is quite a milestone. So I do want to say thank you to those, who supported in that. And, I did have to do some things strategically different. But you do what you got to do while keeping your values in place and stuff like that. So I do want to say thank you to those supporters who recently subscribed, and hopefully you're thoroughly entertained. I don't do none of that malicious doxing and stuff like that. I do try to keep things informational, educational, and entertaining, and give you accurate and honest assessment of what's going on. So thank y'all once again for helping us reach 2K on a plethora of platforms. Ron P is back from shaking his hips at the club. In case y'all didn't know, this is Ron P, y'all. Ron P be getting it down at the club. He does have a time slot at the Snooty Fox and in Vegas, where he is a male adult entertainer. In case y'all didn't know that, a male adult. He's multi-professional. Here we go. Here's Ron P. Yes, that is the one and only Ron P. Thank you for his incessant support as well. One of the best moderators in the game. Also, while Jay Dunn is tackling lawsuits, she's also going to be tackling people this weekend while at the football as she plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go.
Lord have mercy.
Who the fuck cares if it look like I'm Humpty Dumpty? I can motherfucking run. I could walk. I could sprint. I could put on skates. I could skate around the skate rink. I could put on ice skates. I could skate around the ice skating rink. I could do every motherfucking thing. Knees knocking and all. And I could put on the strap. Who the fuck cares if it look like I'm Humpty Dumpty?
The person that you got the lawsuit with or against. Anyway, Gemini 75 says, so someone from the motel could have called? Yeah, I believe so. I believe so because he was threatening the dude that told him to pipe it down, and he came out there screaming and yelling and stuff like that. So I really don't think he was trying to put it on Troy. I don't think it was really Troy, to be honest, because that would have just been too quick. I just honestly think that it was somebody there who he was out there screaming and yelling and all that other stuff. So I mean, it wasn't like he changed his behavior. Let's just be honest. Like it is what it is. So what's up, Janae? How you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Lita? Lolita the killer whale? Gemini says, I don't understand why they want to blame someone from YouTube instead of blaming him for his actions. He's definitely blamed for his actions. He's definitely someone. But at the end of the day, he's an adult, right? They even said his family told him to stay off the internet, right? It's just, if you think about it, it's just so messed up that the internet has got him hemmed up twice. And let me just tell you something: the judge is not going to take it too kindly, to the fact that he's now back in jail less than an hour later, and then you on top of that making terroristic, threats and stuff like that. It's just insane. And then on top of that, of course he's going to be in jail now. What, his family going to put up 100K for him to be released, only for him to come back online and make the same damn mistakes? You know what I mean? It's just like, why do you think he went to the motel? Because he's probably being watched at home, right? And his family members would have been, oh no, you back on that internet? No, give me, they probably to bust down the door to get the phone, because that was probably traumatizing them for them to have the police at their residence for when the person's not even there. You know what I mean? So he is where he maybe needs to be. Let's just say that. So that's what I got to say about that. Right, Ron P. The internet is poison for him. The internet is his other addiction, his other drug, and he can't blame Treese. He can't blame nobody. He need to probably blame the people he was on the panel with for amping him up. Like, for real, for real? Tell him you got 1,000 people in the live, bro. Like, really? And let me just tell y'all this. The people who sit amongst you are the main ones who may be cheering for your downfall. You know? That's what you got to think about. It's just like, why did they tell him? If somebody made a good point, I think it was Jay Wilson or something. He was saying that them two dudes, whatever they was, were no good, because as soon as it happened, say, oh, they got to go to work. Then they said, oh, we got to raise money to bail them out. Oh, I got to take a flight to Sacramento to get them out. They're like, oh, we got to go to work. They don't give two shits about you, and I hope you saw that. I hope you saw that. But they probably knew you for what you were, right? Just a space gap in their day. While you up in there, and I got to strip down, looking like the female version of Oprah Winfrey when she would look put together, because you out there looking with a damn perm going into jail. Okay, probably bunking with Bubba. Anyway, life is all about decisions. I heard he threatened an officer by name and badge number. Sounds like he did a lot of mess. Oh, he did? He's stupid. And then when things get real and they knock on his door, he's like, oh shit, what did I do? Like, come on, bro. You really just dumb. Like, you dumb. Like, how do you not know that you're not walking around as no Forrest Whitaker, even though you look halfway like him? Come on, man. You got no acting credentials by your name. So why do you all of a sudden think that you could do all this stuff, and then when it gets real, you're supposed to like, oh, you were astonished and amazed? It's just, maybe he has a mental disconnect. I don't know. It was crazy. Ron P, when I saw that clip, I was listening to the live, and then I saw him yelling at the dude outside and everything. And I said, you know what? That's not a good look. But I was like, you know what? Hopefully the person he's yelling at can't hear it. But nonetheless, you do that, somebody could, I don't know, people get killed for a lot less. So it was definitely crazy. What's up, peaceful love? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? How you doing? Thank you for being a tofu. Nessa A says he also says what I do, like he think he done nothing wrong. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's that 14-year-old coming out. What I do? Yeah. Okay. They'll let you know on the papers on a docket. Okay. What's else on the agenda? Okay, Bless Watkins scared. I honestly feel that Bless Watkins is scared. Um, I've heard tidbits of VS going around getting information on her dealings behind the scenes, and I honestly do feel that Bless Watkins is kind of petrified about what she may find out. Well, what VS may find out about what she was doing. To be honest, so I think that VS holds Nika in a higher light than she does Bless Watkins. Because VS, I heard, says she don't ever know how that whole alliance between Bless, Brianna, and Nika ever held up. And I remember Blessed not like Brianna and vice versa in the beginning, but somehow I think Nika was the centerpiece that made that whole thing work, and they eventually came to like each other. But nonetheless, I do feel that VS has definitely got Blessed walking shook. I think there's a whole reconnaissance mission going on right now. So like I told you, and like I put on my community wall, y'all stay out that shit. Who ain't in it, stay out of it, because there's some people who are picking up pieces and getting ready to use people as collateral damage. It was already said. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Anybody else got any other questions? I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and tell us what they think. That's pretty much all I got for y'all regarding what's been going on the YouTube streets and everything. It's kind of it's, uh, it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. I'm some things I keep to myself, but it is kind of insane. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I think Bless is smart staying out the mess. Well, she's smart staying out of it because what you don't say cannot be used against you, right? So the less she say, the better. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Mm-mm. You said yes, this will be double dare messy. It's gonna be messy, and I'm telling you right now, VS is going to make Brianna choose between her and Pizarro. 100, one motherfucking 100. So, and like I said, VS is gonna team up with Kimmy to get more info on Brianna. It's very apparent, you know. Even if VS can't stand Kimmy, she gonna do it for that sole purpose. So just watch. Old Philly T has been very interesting for sure. Lita says people gonna be slip and sliding and ish all through these YouTube streets. I agree. What's up, Random? How you doing?
What's up, SK? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you. How you doing?
Oh, honey. This week, Lord. Oh, child. Honey, what I got an issue with?
Mm-hmm.
They want to come and blame the beef sector for everything that's going on with that man. But they're not blaming that man for what he did. If he didn't decide to come home after being released and drink like a freaking banshee and act the dadgum fool, you wouldn't have any issues. But the first thing you want to do is to drink, go on live, and act a fool. And then you've got these people building you up and telling you what you're doing is okay. Knowing that you're sick, knowing that you are going through these issues. Come on now. And I don't care
No, I
if
mean,
even Troy called or if he didn't call. He did these actions. And he literally took his behind outside. I watched the video. He took his behind outside, was screaming about kicking the guy's door in. The staff had come down and told him, hey, you know, he was a person of a different descent. I'm not sure what his nationality is, but he was saying, rest, 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 rest. And you were talking all this crazy stuff. You doxed your own location, talking about where your location was in the proximity of where you were arrested the last time. Come on now.
Well, I don't. First of all, I think they. I don't know how they're gonna blame us because the people on the panel for the long period of time weren't people from over here. So, and then second of all, y'all enabling that man behavior. I not once heard them say, "Yo, man, stop." The ones on the panel, stop that. And on top of that, how can they blame us when Susie was the one that helped give him money? Now that he gonna potentially use for commissary or to help pay down his bail. So I don't get that. I think they're using us as scapegoats and stuff like that. So it,
Hmm.
it is what it is. It's just y'all responsible for his behavior, right? To be honest, that whole area is based off addiction. So don't. And we really don't have no addiction problems over here, to be honest. And if they are, they're pretty much hidden. So don't blame us. Blame his addiction.
And
So
I've been skating these streets, and when you see someone from that area pop up, it's always put money on his books, put money on his books, put money on his books. And one thing I have to quote that the sector has said is, if we don't put money on our own family's books that are incarcerated, what the hell do we look like putting money on somebody else's books that we don't even know?
right, and exactly. At least when we over here go to jail, we don't go back. Look at Tracy. Did she go back to jail? No. So you might have got a return on your investment, but with this dude, this like wasting money. So, but I agree with you, Randall.
Like, I got a family member, like, just a few months ago, just got out of jail. And I told that person, I said, look, if you go back, I'm going to tell you, like, when you went in, your friends got you out. They told you they're not going to get you out again. I told you when you went in, I'm not paying to get you out. So act a fool if you want to. Get locked up again if you want to. Again, I'm not paying to get you out. Now, if I'm not going to pay to get my own blood out, what I look like putting money on somebody else's books when I did put money on my own blood's book?
But I agree with you, and I just think the whole experience of having to go through that jailing process should have scared him straight from the get go. So obviously it didn't for him to do what he did to wind back up in there less than 24 hours. So
And to be honest with you, I truly, this is my heart's prayer. I pray that while he's there, somebody realizes his issues, somebody takes understanding into what he's struggling with, and actually gives him some help. He needs professional help.
I don't know. I mean, I understand. I agree. He needs help, but it's just something in him that needs to change. I don't think it's a help thing. I think he probably needs to be scared straight. You know what I mean? That's what I
It
gather.
may take that.
Yeah,
It may take that. You're
yeah.
right. It may take. So some people, they won't take it, no matter how nicely you try to do it and how, you know, well, you're thinking in their, I don't know how to put it, but the the best care that you can give them, they still won't take it until they literally go through the gutter of the gutter.
hmm Right, because what I've seen is he knows how to finesse things that are nice. Meaning you speak to them nicely, as they do in counseling procedures and stuff like that. He knows how to finesse that. But I think, like I said, until he gets some tough love, it's not. She's not gonna change. So
And see, I'm with DVD. He needs prayer. Absolutely. He needs prayer, and he needs somebody to step in. He needs to go into rehab because the amount of alcohol I watched him consume. I mean, I have alcoholics in my own family, but I've never seen anybody consume alcohol that quickly. Not straight liquor.
well, how? I mean, obviously he's got access to cash for him to drink, so that needs to be cut off. You know, so. mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing. I am so grateful to God right now that when all that went down and the second bout of this came about, that those officers did not shoot.
And it was weird. It just seemed like I don't know. It's just saying like the people that were on the panel wanted something negative to happen. You know?
And I even like when I was watching, even though it was disgusting how he was talking, I do give a tiny bit, just a teeny tiny bit of credit to the females that were listening and absorbing that negative energy he was giving out, trying to keep him focused on them and not acting a fool, not bothering his neighbors, not being outside. Because I'm sorry, as a female, I couldn't do it. You not finna call me no bitch, no hoe, none of that stuff. You not finna do all that because I know me and I know my temper. And I know I couldn't sit in that space and I couldn't absorb all that negativity. I'm not built like that. Even now, watching like some of the stuff that's on YouTube, I have to step away sometimes because I can't sit there and absorb it or my big mouth gets the best of me. And in the last couple of years, and I give absolute credit to Avatar Nation. Shout out to all of y'all. I've learned some very hard lessons. And I was pissed about them at the time, but they made me a better person today because y'all helped me to mold my own personality, to know how to be better and think better, and to stop before I get to those points where I may say things or act a certain way that could cause issues. But I didn't have to go to the extremities that this man's going. This man needs some help, y'all. This is disgusting.
I agree. I mean, until his family steps in and do what they need to do or cut him off, I think he's got them as a stabilizer, and he knows he can always run to them. Until they say no, then that's not when he's going to feel compelled to really get the help that he needs. April Ray says, "Hi, SK is was stated that Rob says he has asshole syndrome, aka, oops, my bad, Asperger's syndrome. Do you think that gives him some type of a past of how he acts?" I don't know. It may be a crutch for him, but I mean, people use any kind of ailment that they may have. Look at Shelly. I'm bipolar. They use certain ailments that they have to continue to do the bad behavior that they want to do. Right. So I don't know, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, and hopefully he'll learn. So
And I agree with you. There are people, even within our little bubble, whatever, that have had issues, that have had mental breakdowns, et cetera, and so forth. But for the most part, people that are going through, we don't have it like literally on the cuff.
mhm,
You're not just watching us do this. You know, we're very careful and we're very mindful about how we interact and things like that.
mhm.
And this takes us all the way back to when we all were talking about the merger, and we were like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good thing. Now look where we're at.
I was never a fan of the merger because it was told how they do things. People who were
Right.
non-talented welcomed that over there because they themselves could not think of any other creative ways to garner more content, clicks, and views. And we know specifically who we're talking about. I know Brianna being blamed for the merger, but no, Brianna all said from the get-go about this whole other sector. She talked about the green lead some other sector that was predominantly white, and then she talked about this other sector which was the sector that we're dealing with now, and she says that she would even switch accounts so as not to throw the algorithm off, so as not to get her content mixed up over there. And
Mm.
so she know, but I blame Tracy because she's the one that openly did content with them and opened the gates and all that because her ass is lazy and not creative enough but needed to maintain clicks and views so she could continue to afford baloney. So it's just, and now we're seeing the ramifications or repercussions of that. Now, mind you, these people that are over here in the beef sector, I told you they should be working for the CSI, NSA, CIA, and all other entities because they could see a whole damn fingerprint on a window and then dox that. So they're seeing the ramifications and repercussions of that. Y'all want, not say all of y'all, but some people wanted that, some people wanted the merger, but here are the consequences of it. And who knows? It may have been their own sector that called the police on him. So, but now y'all got what y'all wanted. So here it is.
And I think it was, let me look back. I think it was DVD that said it. Yeah, autism. That's what I had heard previously, that he may be or may have been confirmed to be suffering through autism. And that just makes things worse. We have people that are dealing with, mental illness, and you start mixing all these things together. If you're a quote unquote normal human being and you mix drugs and alcohol, you can't predict how that stuff's going to interact. You just can't.
Well, I honestly feel like it's a lot of mentally ill people, and I feel like if you have some kind of mental illness that further exacerbates your bad behavior, then you should not be online. The internet's not for you because you're not displaying that you have the ability to use it correctly and properly and productively. And I don't, and like I always say, I feel like Shelly always talking about, oh, I'm bipolar. The internet didn't you should, your doctor, whatever, should ban you from the internet. Or a condition of his release or Rob releases that he should not, will not, or should not be on the internet. And that's what I feel.
And like me, I have stress anxiety. Okay. I have panic disorder. And I've had my medications recalibrated. And I've had people say, oh, she's drunk, she's drunk, she's drunk. No, I'm dealing with my meds being recalibrated. And when I hear people saying stuff like that, so you know what? I'm going to take me a break and just step away and let this medication do what it's got to do and get me right. And when I get right and I feel like me again, then I come back. And not all of us are strong enough or strong minded enough to make those choices and decisions. So when we see these things and people are sitting there, oh, do it, do it, do it, do it. What you're gonna do is you'll mess around and have somebody take their life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that stuff ain't nothing to play with. It's a kiki for a moment, it's a lifetime on a conscience if somebody loses their life. It's crazy. It's insane how in that live, the way people, man. And I want to give another credit to Gemini. He isn't black sector. You're correct. But now that we have black sector coming over, it seems like other sectors are starting to venture in. There's about one, two, three, four sectors that I'm aware of that are now hanging out with beef sector people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like those sectors. When I look back at all the old videos and stuff, and the view counts, and just to see kind of how they were flowing and stuff like that, they weren't getting the kind of energies that were given here. So it's like they're coming kind of like leeches. It's not the ones that mainly run those areas. It's like those that didn't get anything.
And you also got to think about maybe for Rob's situation, maybe YouTube is the only thing that loves him back. So,
And Auntie Donna, exactly, Auntie Donna. He's been through 4 or 5 different sectors already.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that double-edged sword, right, Robbie? It's like a double-edged sword. It's like, so dang if you do, dang if you don't. Yes, we want growth, but at what cost?
Mm-hmm. And Ron P, what kind of growth though? All growth ain't good growth.
Like
You know
all
what I'm
money
saying?
ain't good money.
Right. All growth ain't good growth. So I know people want growth, but what are you going into? So
Well, when all is said and done, I'm glad they did not use their weapons against this man. I hope he does get some real quality help that can help him to reassess his life. I'm going to always be looking up to Almighty, and I'm going to always be praying for each and every person. When I lay down my head, I said, Lord, just bless everybody that I come in contact with. And that's on period. So, SK, I'm going to drop down. I know y'all tired of me talking.
No. Thank you
So,
for your contribution.
so nothing but peace, love, and blessings, everybody, and I'm out.
All right, thank you. That is the one and only Random Crafted Gamer. Thank you so much, Random, for coming up and giving us your perspective and insight regarding what's going on. Um, so yeah, so y'all, I mean, this internet game is a very interesting game. And just because you grow don't mean it's one of positivity. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, what has numbers gotten these people except nothing but harassments, near death experiences with the police, and so it's very interesting. That's why I feel like sometimes you gotta exhibit discipline and sometimes cut the shit off. Meaning, as a content creator, you be like, no, I'm not talking about that. Or maybe I don't need to go live today because what I say may provoke or prod or do something to somebody. Maybe I need to take a break. So, or maybe what I'm seeing that I'm getting myself into, maybe I need to pump my brakes because it's not going to end well. For me or my audience. So that's the kind of restraint. But then on the other hand, people see numbers, people see revenue, people see cash apps, people see that. But for what? Right? So I hope Rob gets the help that he needs as well. But I don't see that in him. I feel like he's gonna have to have a near death experience or his family's gonna have to cut him off for him to understand it. Because when I see him and I listen to him, it seems like it's all a big joke. And who the hell told him he was a sex symbol? That's why I keep trying to tell you, like, be careful who you surround yourself with, because that had to come from friends. They had to come from friends, because I'm sure as hell told him when he looked in the mirror, the mirror didn't tell him that. Or maybe we should blame Tracy. Tracy, did you tell him he was a sex symbol? Because the way he lifted up his shirt, y'all bodies look the same. So, and neither one of y'all sex symbols. So who been lying to him? But like I said, people lie to themselves to get them through the day and to get them through life. But a sex symbol, no, more like a fart symbol, if anything. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, leader Tracy. SK PDP has been supporting for a while. Yeah, he has. I've never been in jail. I've never been to jail. Most say they've just served time, no type of rehabilitation. No, no, I don't think there's no kind of rehabilitation in jail. To be honest, I've never heard of it unless you're going to a low minimum security prison or something like that. Karma Collective says, I was just shocked at the way people were behaving. It wasn't cool, grown adults at all. But a lot of these adults are just adults chronologically, not and they're still children mentally. So let me see what you guys say in the chat. Okay, I caught up with y'all comments. Sex symbol is all in his head. Yeah, and the bottle too. All right. That's all I got for y'all. So feel free, if you want to, feel free to throw something loud. Please subscribe to the channel. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $sign circle your crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. Anybody got any other questions before we go? Oh no, a worn out mattress symbol. Yeah. Well, alcohol spilled all over it. So yeah. All right. And no, anything else going on? No, I really no, there ain't too much else going on. To be honest. So let's see. What do you think about her carrying crime? Oh, I didn't hear that. I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Katricia don't care about nobody except herself. And obviously, I'm giving commentary without hearing it. But how the hell is she so infatuated with a man she only met one time? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think that she still suffers guilt for what she did to that man, where she got that man at. That's what I feel about that. Yeah, she feels partly to blame for part two of what may have happened, right? I don't. Her crying tears is bullshit. That's just to me. I must just say it for because that lady really don't have a heart. Look at all the people who've done more for her than Rob ever has, and how she's dogged them out. She's mad at someone for reaching out to her family to get her ass out of jail. But you're crying over some dude that said some of the most hideous things to you. Call bullshit. I just call those fake alligator tears. There's a really guilt tears for what she calls that man first. But this second thing, the second go around is his blame, his bad judgment. So anyway, but one demon crying for another demon, right? Because when he said he was a demon, she didn't say she wasn't. She said, yeah, babes, or whatever she said. It was sad hearing her cry. It was a strong cry. Well, anyway, anyone could act on these YouTube streets, Ron. We're seeing a whole bunch of actors. And the Oscar award goes to Tracy with the gold tooth who got through TSA miraculously. What's up, Queen Diva? How you doing? Good to see you. You said shout out to Heatwave. How could you, I don't know. How could you mad somebody that's trying to help you? I don't know. She gave him her body. So she probably do care. What? That sounds like some Dracula stuff. Love don't have a switch to turn on. She gave him her body. So you said there's still a connection? Vice Queen, I love how you pose that. She gave him her body, so still his heart is within her. Oh Lord. I ain't that romantic. Ooh, no, you should write a book, Vice Queen. Tracy gave Rob her body forever, and they are intertwined through the atmosphere of the YouTube streets, and he is forever connected to her. I like how you did that, Vice Queen. That's the way you sum up sex, huh? He gave her his body. I just wanted to see her face. Be careful what you ask for. You gonna see a bell pepper nose and a lot of hair and maybe even a mustache. I don't know. That dummy would have helped his breakout if she. Oh yeah, she would. In her rusted Saturn that she driving around in. All right, let me see what Ashaw's saying. Shoot, I thought she was laughing at first, and then I was like, "Oh, she cried." I told you, Tracy looking hella weak out here, though. For real, hella weak out here. Now they got footage and video of her crying, audio of her crying. Now I know you're being serious, Vibes Queen. It's just the way you wrote it. Like a romantic novel. Ooh, let me see. Oh, thank you, Detached. Thank you, Random. So thank you, Detached and Random, for their wonderful, gestures to the platform. I do have to acknowledge them. So, these two beautiful African queens. Well, I don't know if they're African. They could be from Neptune or Mars. But I do want to say thank y'all for your generosity. And we do believe in acknowledgement rather than just to saying thank you, like some of these content creators. So thank you so much to Detached and Random Crafting Game. Did it play y'all? Hold on, y'all. Maybe have some. I don't think they have a technical difficulty. This is a play. It's oh no. Hold on, y'all. Let me refresh real quick. I can run back. Hold on, y'all. It's two of me. I got a twin, y'all. All right, let's see if it works now. Thank you, Detached and Random Craft the Gamer. Here we go. Thank you so much. And here we go. Thank you so much for y'all gestures and not allowing Mama YouTube to take 45%. Thank y'all so much. It goes a long way. I really do appreciate it. I really tremendously do. And trust and believe, none of this Rob Rock will be seeing, okay? Because we know he'll be right back in the slammer. Okay? Anyway, let's see. What's up, Lula May? How you doing? You see all this bullshiggity going on? How you doing? Y'all go subscribe to Lula May. I don't know if she's still doing videos, but feel free to subscribe to her channel. She has some interesting commentary. Okay, all this is a bunch of mess. It sure is. It sure is. I mean, how mean? How mean? No, what was mean? Hold on, y'all. No, I ain't gonna do that. What was mean was that Jerry curl, whatever that was, that perm that was sitting on Raw Rag's head. How you look like a whole damn person out of Planet of the Apes and then want to put some soul glow on your head? I don't get it. I don't know. And I ain't, I don't like the monkey reeds, but he damn look like a orangutan or something. I'm just saying. And then let me stop. Gemini says, I don't think they made love, they just sexed with mustard. Mustard was the condiment. Mustard was the condiment. Mustard was the condiment. Sleeper Libra says, SK, you have to hear it. Do I really want to hear it, Sleepy Libra, or is it going to make me sleepy? Ron, it sounded like a laugh and cry and sounded fake. Ooh, they're reading the cry. Val's Queen says she gave him her. Let's read that again. Val's Queen says she gave him her body, so she probably do care. Love don't have a switch to turn on and off. Ooh, you sound like a romantic novelist. You'll give Tim Blaine a lot of run for his money. For real, for real. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Lolita the Killer Whale says, is that even true? We all know Dogface has his things, so she could definitely be prosecuted unless she can prove she gave it to a family member. I told her crossing state lines for stolen goods is a felony. So, thank you once again, Detach. How was she more upset seeing him get arrested online, but in person she told the well, that's guilt. That's definitely guilt, Gemini 75. She probably can't even sleep right now, to be honest, because she's part of this mess too. She's part of this mess. She's part of the first set of charges. I'm gonna send it to you. DVD says she's gonna send it to me. It shook my soul when I heard it. Don't let her ever touch your soul, Ron. Please. Thank you. Thank you, Gemini 75. If you want to go subscribe to Luna May, feel free to do so at the link that Gemini has provided in the chat. All right. Lita says she doesn't know the difference between made love to and just banged out. Ooh, y'all vicious in here. I don't think so either. I think Tracy loved DoorDash more than anything. That's the only thing she's probably ever loved in her life. And her goal too. Oh, you're not Lolita the Killer Whale? My bad. Okay, Lita. It reminded me of a walrus and a feline crossbreeder. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Y'all messy to be at this time of day. Thank God it's a Saturday. Oh Lord. All right, y'all. Anything else? Anything else? Like I said, we will be hopefully coming back a little bit later to just chronicle our 2K achievement. I said that's something that we should definitely be proud of, those who are members of Avatar Nation, because we know that the various stunts, schemes, and scams, and other slander and malicious and defamatory plays that were ran against us, and we still prospered and succeeded. Okay, so I do want to, I'm gonna do that a little bit later. All right, but with that being said, I'm going to head on out of here. Thank you all for your incessant support and engagement at this time of day. Also, if you want to, feel free to throw us at the live. Please subscribe. Please tell a friend or colleague about what we're doing over here. It ain't all that cursing and screaming and all that. And let me just say this real quick. I heard that video of Rob get arrested again had almost 36,000 views. That lets you know that there's people outside these two areas that are watching, and people love to see mess. mess. I guarantee you, if that man was not apprehended, it would not have garnered 36,000 views. I just hope he put that monetize button on it, because that's gonna be the biggest check he receives in a minute. But anyway, I close this by saying thank y'all for y'all support again. Feel free to throw some live. Please subscribe, and if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $sign Circle Crowd. Once again, thank you to Random Craft the Gamer, Detach Myself, V, and Philly T. Without y'all, I don't know where would I be. But thank you also to my casual fans, like my moderators who are the best in the game, and my Tofuans. I really do appreciate y'all membership. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care and have a good day, and I will see you guys soon. And thank you, Randall, for coming up and sharing your perspective on the situation as well. All right. Until then, we'll see you a little bit later. Take care. Quani's got something to say to y'all.
I'm crying. You are crying. We cry together.
And here's Blessed at the church, because she's definitely not on the computer no more. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. And remember to be the change you want to see in the world. And make sure you change your underwear so you don't run around here smelling like mustard. Okay? Bye, y'all. See you later.
Oh, hell no.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.
That boy is good.